Hello everyone, this is Tamil Tamil from the Department of Computer Science and Design, SNS College of Engineering. In today's video, we are going to explore about the control structures in Python programming. First, control structures. What is in the control structure? Control structures explain the order in which the computer executes the statements in a program. Let's start. In control structures, we have different types of structures. For example, if, elif, else, while condition, for, loop, break, and continue. Let's see each one of them with examples. You have to define the if condition using the keyword if and followed by the condition. The condition must be entered using the colon. After the colon statement, you have to follow the indentation to make the set of statements to be executed under the if condition. Consider this example. Here, we specify the variable value as 100. If the variable is double equal to 100, we get the output as value of expression is 100. Also, we use the print statement to print some string. Once you run this program, we will get the output as value of expression is 100 because here the condition is true. So that's why we get the output as value of expression is 100. And to print the goodbye string, we just use the print function. So that also in the output screen. The next one, shorthand if-else statement. If you have only one statement to execute, one for if and one for else, you can put it all together in the same line like that. This technique is known as ternary operator or conditional expression. Consider this example. Here, we initialize the value a as 2 and we assign b as 330. If the a value is greater than b, we get the value output as a. If the condition is false, we get the output as B. In this example, B is greater than A. So we get the output as B when we execute this program. Next one, if, elif, else statement. This allows us to check multiple conditions sequentially and execute a specific block of code when a condition is true. If none of the conditions are true, the else block is executed. Consider this example. Here we get the three numbers from the user using the input method, and we convert those input into floating point data type, and we store in the variable called as num1, num2, and num3. We are going to compare these three values, and finally we are going to print the output which is the largest among these three. First, if statement. In this if statement, we are comparing number 1 with number 2 and 3. If number 1 is greater than number 2 and 3, we get the output as the largest number is number 1. Yes, if the number 2 is greater than number 1 and 3, we get the output as number 2 is the largest one. If none of the conditions are true, the else block will be executed as I said earlier. If none of the conditions are true, the else block get the output as num3 is the largest. Next one, for loop. If you want to define the for loop, you have to specify the keyword for and variable in range function or sequence function followed by the colon symbol. Consider this example 2. You can also use the for loop for display the list of items. Consider this example. Here, apple, banana, and cherry list of items are stored in the variable fruits. From this list, we are going to display the elements, or we are going to display the elements in the output. For the purpose, you can use the for loop. For x in fruits, print x. If you run this program, you will get the output as list of items in the variable fruits as apple, banana, and cherry. Let's consider this third example for x in range of 3, 6 and print x. If you run this program, you will get the output as 3, 4, 5 because here we define the range as 3 to 6, starting value 3 and ending value 6. Always the ending value will be considered as a n minus 1 value. So we will get the output as 3, 4 and 5. Next example, fourth example, for x in range of 3, 8, 2, print of s. If we run this program, we will get the output as 3, 5, 7. As I told you earlier, the first two value indicates start position and stop position, and the third value indicates the step. So we get the output from 3 to 7, and each value have a difference of 2. The next one is while loop. While loop repeat as long as certain Boolean condition is made. Let's consider this example. In the first line, we are initializing the count value as 0. Then using a while condition, we are declaring this statements. While condition is less than 5, the count will be incremented by 1 at each step. And we are by using the print statement, just we are printing the count value. Once you run this program, you will get the output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because if the value of count will be greater than 5, the condition will come out from the loop. Then break, continue, past statements. Break is used to exit from a for loop or while loop. And continue is used to skip the current block and return to the for or while loop statement. And finally, past statement is used when a statement is declared syntactically. Let's consider the example for break. For I in range of 10, if I equal to W equal to 5, break. This loop will execute when I value is 5. So next we are using the print statement to print the value of I. Our understanding, I'm just here using the print statement to print the value loop finished. Once you run this program, you will get the output as 0 to 4 because when the value of I is 5, the loop will exit. And finally, for our understanding, using the print function, we are using here loop finish that also added in our output screen. This example to illustrate the usage of continue statement for variable in Python, if val is equal to vo, continue, print val. Once you run this program, you will get the output as n because we define if val is equal to o, continue and print the value. After o, we have the character n. So once you run this program, you will get the output as n. Consider this example which illustrate the usage of past statement. Here we are using defer statement. Here we assign the x value as 10. If the x value is greater than 5, just we are passing the statement and print this for our purpose. This is pass block using the print function. Simply pass statement means no action needed if x is greater than 5. If the x value is less than 5, you will get the output as x is 5 or less. In this program, we are assigning x value as 10. So no action needed if x is greater than 5. So we will get the output as this is pass block. So in this video, I try to cover all the control flow statements with examples. From this video, now we all aware of how a program get executed and interpreted inside the computers and how the control structures is transferred. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Keep learning and keep implementing.